and is Toad in the first X-Men movie. Please welcome Darth Maul himself, Ray Parks.
Project my voice. Back roll. Can I take a photo of everyone?
Yeah.
Do I have your permission to film my I am Ray Park. That Instagram video. Ready, everyone? Actually, I'm going to do a video first. Make it organic and fun. When Nick had said that it's an opportunity for you to play the part, I was kind of wishing, I want to do this, but it's a role, and then might lead on to me working with Jackie Chan, and maybe be like Van Damme, and have my own movies, and do splits across the chairs, and you know, do martial arts stuff and gymnastics. But I was kind of inside, why didn't they ask me to be a Jedi? I Jedi. I wasn't going to argue. I mean, you know, I'm so glad I got asked to come in late and got to play Darth Maul at 22 years old, and it's perfect. And I remember when the movie came out, and I would see other kids with backpacks on Darth Maul on, or they would have a lunch box with the character on. It didn't really hit me until I had kids, and then my brother had kids, and then you would know someone who has kids, and their friends and their kids, and that's when you really, really, you know, appreciate everything. Well, I appreciate it, but you get to feel the whole experience. And for the first 5 years when the movie came out and we traveled to the convention, I was still thinking, this is not happening. This is unbelievable. I'm getting asked to travel the world, talk, remember things, and on stage I would remember stories on the spot about something I would do on set. I never thought when I was filming the movie back in '97 that I'd be sitting here talking about, you know, what I ate for breakfast before filming the fight. What music did I listen to? Those little things I remembered. I can't remember something you just told me, like, you know, my wife would tell me stuff all the time about what was happening with the kids, you know, soccer practice and gymnastics. I would never remember anything like that. What they doing to it? But I'll remember things 20 years ago or 30 years ago when I was competing in China, or what I was thinking and what I was saying to myself. So I feel very lucky to be sitting here and talking. And talking about Star Wars, because Star Wars was the reason why I got into gymnastic martial arts, because of Empire Strikes Back. So I just feel it's, you know, it's great, and I appreciate it. So thank you for all the love, guys. The show didn't come through because Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, my dad wanted me to do a Kung Fu star. And back then, when he was young and I was a boy, it was all to do with the animal style. Oh, your shoving fist cannot help me. And it was snake, eagle. So I gravitated towards that kind of martial arts. And whenever I would watch Jackie Chan or Hong Kong cinema, the martial arts guys could always do a back somersault out of the way. They could fly, they could do front flips, or they would do a kick and do a flip. So to me, that was martial arts. If you were a martial artist, you had to be able to flip and do gymnastics. But not all martial arts do that. You have to really go to gymnastic classes and do that to side hopping. And I fell in love with Kung Fu. And Wushu was very much like movie fighting. There's set forms. Does anyone do martial arts now? Does anyone do Kung Fu or Shaolin? Okay, so in the martial arts styles, you do like partner choreography where you do like a routine, but it's self-defense, drop, punch, kick. It'll be like a little demonstration you would use. So we would do things like that in our martial arts. There'll be maybe two guys with two spears against someone with a broadsword and shield, or someone with a broadsword and shield with 3 sets of cudgel and spear. So I was used to performing routines like that. And so the fight choreography was very similar, but it's different. It's, and I learned on Phantom Menace there's a different, where the camera would be, you have to adjust your kick. I could be doing a fantastic, I could stand there and go, and do a real nice kick, and I'm like, yeah, feels good. Well. And then, right, it doesn't look real on camera. It doesn't sell. No, it doesn't look bad. Yeah, that's true. And I feel myself, you've seen some of the videos, I feel myself, you have to position it just maybe going, and kicking 1,000 miles an hour. But if you have the camera at a certain angle, it looks really slow. It doesn't look good. You have to have it at a certain angle. You know, they always put the camera low for me to make it look really tall. You learn that when you're sort of, and I used to film myself doing my routines to critique what I was doing. It may feel good, but unless you watch it and you see it, then you can pick and you can see where you're going wrong. And so as soon as I was able to get a camera or borrow a camera from one of my friends, I would film some of the things I was doing to improve my technique. So yeah, it is different. Movie fighting is different, and there's a certain, like Jackie Chan and Donnie Yen, or anyone who's had a lot of fighting experience in front of camera, they understand when the camera's set up what they have to do. You don't always have to say, you don't always have to execute something brilliant, but you have to be aware of how it's going to sell on camera. And I also heard that Jackie Chan, you're only as good as the people that you're fighting with. If they can sell your hits, then you look good, you know? Sometimes you can be doing the best moves, the best combo of martial arts skills, but if they're not selling, not telling the story, that you won't be convinced that it's that great. And that's what was hard for me in the beginning watching film, because I got introduced into doing movie fighting. You can't watch a fight scene anymore because you know how it's set up. And I'm always watching the stunt guys. I know when there's a fight about to happen or someone's about to get, thrown off a building, because I recognise the stunt guy or some of my friends. So I never watch the actor. I always think towards what they're doing as a reaction, and sometimes I'll go back and watch both. Like recently, I always watch Ewan when he fights me in Phantom Menace. I used to watch myself and critique myself. Oh, I could have been faster. I could have done this, and it brings back memories. And I remember what we were thinking at the time. But when I watch it now, I watch Ewan and I see how fast he's going. Like he's really, he's amazing to work with.
Did you choreograph much of that?
No, Nick Gillard was a stunt coordinator and a fight choreographer, and Grace Petridis was the assistant. He was also there as a double for Ewing, for the big 150-foot ball and some of the other things. But Ewing did it all as well as Leo. But I would add a few little things that parts of me, like butterfly and butterfly twist. And I was unsure what to bring to the table because I didn't want to lose the job. I didn't want to say, hey, can I do this and do that? Watching Hong Kong cinema, there was a lot of things I wanted to do, I wanted to show off. So sometimes I would do things by accident, just to...
I want to say is thank you very much, first of all, because you were so cool with my wife last night when you guys ran into each other at the bar. He ran into her at the bar to himself. It's awesome. I appreciate that. I'm sure.
And I was ordering blue milk, by the way.
That's right. That's right. My question stems from I'm an older guy, and as time is going on, I've got cerebral palsy, and I referee soccer, and as time goes on, I have a hard time keeping in shape, those types of things. So as time has gone on for you, what kind of things have you done to, if there are issues, what have you done to kind of mitigate those types of things and keep your training up, those types of things?
Well, firstly, when I first saw you last night, my first thing I said in my head was, wow, you look great, you're in shape. You look good. I was going to ask you what you do. But I was tired and just got in and started doing it.
Right. And I didn't want to bug you because she was talking with me for 10 minutes, so I couldn't look like a lesson. I'm sorry, man, I don't want to bother you. I just want to stay alert.
No, we were talking about doing the
podcasting,
for snakes, but Escape from New York and stuff.
Right.
Movies that I grew up with, and I love Kurt Russell and that. And then to play Snake Eyes, Snake. That's never. I think that was Snake. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I was like, and I was kind of touching on that earlier with my name. When we played soccer, my teachers used to call us by the last name, not the name Raymond. And I around the house and I said, Parky boy. You know, so I loved it. That was my nickname. So when we talked last night, it just brought back memories. And that's another. I've always watched the movies, and I love watching Kurt Russell. So when I saw it last night, I was to answer the question, it goes up and down, and I look at myself and say, okay, if I'm not performing the way I want to, if things are harder, it's always about how I perform and how I'm feeling. So if I'm tired getting up or losing motivation, I ask myself, it's tough sometimes, you know, things get in the way, but I spend a lot of my time training when I can as part of it, it's my fallback to safety. It's something I always like doing. And for the last 3 years, I've not been able to do a lot of Shaolin and Wushu, but now I'm back to it, I'm able to because of the injury I had. So now I'm able, I can see that maybe soon I'll be back to flipping and doing my thing again. But I've made the best out of what I can and still do what I can do. And the more the training I've done, you sort of get through it. And you kind of, you know, the great thing about being in Star Wars as well, I don't have to jump out and make sure everything's angular and hitting my lines. I can, instead of like being wheeled down and straight, I can just like, break the lines a little bit. And that's the fun thing, is because for so many years I competed and everything had to go on how far back your fingers were, how back is straight and how pointy your toes are. One toe was out. You know, you have to super glue it, make sure. If you ever in gymnastics with young gymnasts, you're in handstand, you've got one little toe or toe does that. So it's nice to be able to just have freedom and perform and enjoy it and be appreciated.
Great.
And stop eating cheese sandwiches at night.
Killed me, man. That was it.
Cheese sandwiches late at night. I used to training day, training hard, and eat, and I'll be like 10 o'clock, the kids were in bed. Oh, you hear what? Homeland is on?
Okay, I'm going to leave, but one last thing that made me think about it. Who's your football club?
I don't have one. Good. I like watching good players play. We went to the Copa America the other year, and we were in the Colombia section, and they were asking us, who is it? Paraguay, Colombia. And I'm looking around, like, I guess it's Colombia. I've been, like, you know, in Chile we're playing, I've been there, and so any place I go, and I'm a fan. I'm not supporting one or the other. I like good teams, I like to see good football, and I appreciate good maneuvers. And, you know, even when my daughter was playing over the weekend, and the other team, like, I was like, I'll like the other team. You know, I look at each other, that's why I would sit behind her. I look and I go, wow, you appreciate a good player. That's really good. So I start watching it.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
And we got
To answer that question, I was younger. You were wearing blue. So, you know.
That's the whole thing with beer league. I mean, it depends on what you're wearing. You can get your butt kicked easily. Yeah.
So it's like you're on the bus and you're wearing a Rangers jersey. What?
we got the 5-minute warning, so
Sorry. Can you do anything with it?
I just got it.
Yes. Come on, give me a lesson. Give me a lesson. We broke it! Snake eyes. Snake eyes. It makes up for everything. moving. So if you're gonna, the first thing you learn when you're doing broadsword sticks, well, is just just did that thousands of times. That way, and then reverse. The whole idea is something like that. Let your baby yourself. So that's basic exercise that's a good new. In a lot of the routines and a lot of the techniques, combos, we'll use this. And so, imagine, say, you're trying to have a spear, you can block. You block, strike. But I never learned these things for that kind of thing anyway. If you're watching Kung Fu movies, and you're wondering why they do it, one is exercise and block. Now, someone came again, a third person with the spear, you block it under your arm, and you let the spear come through, and that's when you, like Aikido, you know, like, I think you move through to be that.
Ooh.